These are the top 10 stories on TV Platinum. On number 1, the Minister of Defense, Dr. Muhammad Badaru Abubakar, has called on graduating officers of the Air War College to embrace innovation, foresight, and proactive leadership to meet the demands of modern conflict. Abubakar, who was represented by Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa on Wednesday, charged the officers to be frontline thinkers in Nigeria's security, saying rising threats from terrorism and insurgency to piracy and organized crime require decisive action. The minister also praised the Nigerian Air Force for prioritizing professional military education and commended the Air War College for strengthening defense cooperation with countries including Cameroon, Botswana, and Morocco, describing such partnerships as vital to tackling cross-border extremists and criminal networks in Africa. On number 2, President Bola Tinubu says Nigeria's choice of tolerance over tyranny makes it a target for terrorists. Tinubu, who was represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima at the UN General Assembly in New York on Wednesday, warned that violence never ends where it begins. He said terrorist groups seek to divide humanity and spread hate, adding that Nigeria's stand against violence is rooted in both international law and its own insurgency experience. Shettima also stressed that peace requires tough economic choices and highlighted government efforts to restructure the economy and remove distortions. President Bola Tinubu urged the UN to rethink resource use, particularly in tackling climate change, which he described as a security threat affecting migration and stability. On number 3, the crisis within the All Progressives Congress in Sokoto State has deepened as her allies of Senator Ibrahim Lamido fired back at Senator Aliyu Wamaku and factional APC chairman Issa Sadiq Achida over comments questioning Lamido's political legitimacy and heritage. In a statement, Lamido supporters dismissed the attacks as false and insulting, accusing Wamaku of insecurity over the younger politician's rising popularity. They also urged Achida to focus on reconciling party divisions instead of issuing insults. But in response, Achida stood his ground, insisting Lamido is not an indigene of Sokoto State and vowing he will not contest the next election under the APC. On number 4, the General Officer commanding 8th Division and Commander of Operation Fasim Yama, Major General Ibikunle Ajose, has reaffirmed the division's commitment to working with the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, to improve child welfare and humanitarian response in the Northeast. Ajose, who was represented by Chief of Staff Brigadier General Abubakar Suru during a visit by UNICEF Nigeria Country Representative Mr. Charles Lolika to the headquarters 8th Division, assured continued support for UNICEF's life-saving work and the safety of its personnel. In response, Lolika commended the Army for its collaboration, describing it as crucial in tackling malnutrition and delivering emergency aid. On number 5, the federal government has warned the public against a fake AI-generated advertisement of President Bola Tinubu circulating on Facebook. In a statement signed by the Director General of Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ARCON, Dr. Laleko Fadolapo, said the advertisement, which falsely claimed to promote investment in Ponzi scheme, was neither vetted nor approved by the agency, describing it as dangerous misinformation. The government called on media owners and the public to stay vigilant, warning that any violation of advertising regulations would attract sanctions. On number 6, President Bola Tinubu says his administration will ensure the human and natural resources in Ogoni land are unlocked while driving peace, environmental cleanup, and economic revival. Tinubu gave the assurance at State House on Wednesday while receiving the report of the Ogoni Consultations Committee, where he also conferred national honors posthumously on 4 late Ogoni leaders. The president directed National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu to begin talks with the Ogoni people, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, and other stakeholders to finalize plans for restarting oil exploration in the area. On number 7, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike, has commended Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Umo Eno, for what he described as the sacrifice of leaving the People's Democratic Party for the All Progressives Congress. Wike made the commendation at the commissioning of the Ikot Esu Otomo Azumini Road in Ika local government area of the state on Wednesday, saying Governor Eno's decision to work with the Senate President would fast-track development in the state. He stressed that unity and collaboration drive progress, pledging his continued commitment to prioritizing development over party politics. On number 8, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) is facing fresh internal turmoil over the Cross River State Congress to elect a new state working committee. PDP National Chairman Debo Olugbagba, in an on-site statement on Wednesday, announced the postponement of the State Congress earlier scheduled for Saturday, September 27th. This follows an earlier directive mandating the South-South Zonal Caretaker Committee, led by Emmanuel Ogidi, to take charge pending fresh elections, a move rejected by the Cross River State Party Chairman, Venatius Ikem, who insists the Congress will go ahead. The unfolding dispute has left the PDP in Cross River State deeply divided, raising concerns about unity ahead of key political battles. On number 9, the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC) says the country now has the capacity to produce 2 million barrels of crude oil per day. The figure falls short of the federal government's 2.2 million barrels per day target in the 2025 budget. The commission explains that Nigeria continues to meet its OPEC quota through initiatives such as the Project 1 Million Barrels, metering audits, restoration of shut-in wells, and increased rig count. It stressed that with stronger industry collaboration and improved operating conditions, the country can fully unlock its production potential. And lastly, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps says it has arrested 19 suspected vandals across Kano State in the last 3 days. Kano State Commandant Bala Bodinga, who spoke to journalists on Wednesday, said the suspects were picked up during intelligence-led patrols in Madobi, Tudunwada, Gwale, Minjibri, and Kumbotso local government area of the state, where they were caught tampering with electrical installations, communication cables, drainage slabs, and other public utilities. Bodinga confirmed that the operation recovered aluminium and armored cables along with tools used for vandalism. He said the suspects have been profiled and will face swift prosecution to serve as a deterrent to others. And that's the top 10 stories on TV Platinum. I am Hakima Dada. Do well to subscribe to all our social media platforms for more news updates. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.